So as I mentioned for today's session, we will be focusing on the residential off-grid, the single phase. And for our webinar today, this is the structure. First, we'll have our company portfolios. TSL will present, then GoodWe. After that, we will do unboxing, installation, and commissioning, more on the slides. Then I'll also give you some case references. After that, we will do a live demonstration. We've prepared a demo set here for you that you can be able to see and be able to have confidence to install the EO device. Therefore, at this juncture, I'd like to welcome Hilary from TSL to be able to introduce their company.
So TSL Africa is a company that we focus on providing solar solutions across East Africa. And our commitment is in delivering high quality products, solar products and services. We are distributors of quite a range of products. Our product range is, we have solar modules. So TSL Africa is a company that we provide solar solutions across East Africa. We are dedicated in providing high quality solar products and services. We are in distribution of quite a range of products. Just to start with, our product portfolio is solar modules. We have inverters, we have batteries, we have mounting structures, solar cabling solutions, and heat pumps. Just to show you a quick overview of what we have, is that we have solar modules, both the bifacial and monofacial panels, the JA and Astro Energy modules. For the inverters, we have a range of inverters. We have off-grid inverters ranging from 6 kilowatts. We have hybrid inverters, both the single phase and the three phase. For the single phase, we have a range of from 5 kilowatts all the way to 12 kilowatts. For the hybrid inverters, we have three phase. We have from 20 kilowatts all the way to 50 kilowatts. We also have on-grid inverters or the grid-tied inverters, ranging from 15 kilowatts all the way to 125 kilowatts. For the lithium-ion batteries, we have GoodWe brand, both the low voltage and high voltage batteries. Depending on the customer needs, you can customize your solution to meet your power requirement.
Okay. So as I had mentioned, we will do the company portfolio, then the unboxing, installation, and commissioning. After that, we'll have some case references, then a live demonstration. So kicking off on the GoodWe, on our company portfolio, I'll do a quick run through. Our vision is driving the world's smart energy future, and we are determined to be the major driving force in the energy transition towards sustainability. In terms of GoodWe moments, we have lots of milestones, but the most important one is that the company was established in the year 2010, and in terms of our presence in Africa, we've been here for over 10 years in terms of our installations. In the Kenyan market, we have had an office since 3 years ago. For GoodWe Awards, we've had several, as you can see. But one of the most important ones came this year, where we were labeled as Tier 1 in Q2 of the year 2025. And Tier 1 is very important because there is no higher tier than Tier 1. Similar to the way you have your Tier 1 modules, we also are now Tier 1 on the as inverter manufacturers. In terms of production capacity, we're able to produce 35 gigawatts on the solar inverters and 2.1 gigawatt hours on batteries. We've done several installations, as you can see, in over 100 countries. Accumulatively, it comes to over 80 gigawatts, divided into energy storage, residential, utility, and C&I. For our portfolio, just a quick overview. We have residential inverters, the ones without storage, from 700 watts to 30 kilowatts. We have C&I from 25 to 125 kilowatts. We have utility scale inverters, 225 to 350. Energy storage with lithium batteries, also EV chargers, heat pumps, and BIPV. I will go through the EO quickly, just for the benefit of those who had missed our other webinar on EO by our pre-sales engineer, Patrick, so that at least you have a background on what the EO is, there, so that when we go to the live demonstration, you're able to merge the theory and the practical. So for the EO series, it's a 6 kilowatt off-grid single-phase inverter. It is scalable to 3 pieces in parallel. It does have a diesel generator port. It comes with an LCD screen. As I mentioned, it's a single phase, therefore it uses the low voltage batteries. It's also compatible with lead acid batteries. So it's very nice for customers who are transitioning from using lead acid to lithium ion. Also, it has an efficiency of up to 97%. For some of the important technical parameters is that on the PV side, it has a maximum input current of 30. With that, it has 2 strings for that MPPT. Therefore, you are able to use any panel that has an short circuit current less than 15 amps. It also has an overload capacity of 12,000 watts, which is double its capacity. It does come with a Wi-Fi and LAN. Therefore, if you want to do remote monitoring, you're able to do it. In terms of product appearance, this is how it looks like. You can see the ports at the bottom. You have the generator. You have how to do the fast charging. You have where to put your dongle. Then also you can see you have the battery ports and your PV ports for string 1 and string 2. We will be doing the unboxing later, but just for your reference, this is what comes in the inverter box. You have your inverter, then you have several terminals, you have a smart dongle, you have 2 sets of screwdrivers, you have nuts for the terminals, and then you also have, if in case you're using the lead acid battery, you have a lead acid battery temperature sensor. We will also be doing the Lynx A G1, which is compatible with our EO. So it's a 5 kilowatt hour low voltage battery. It has a high charge discharge current. It's safe and reliable as it uses the lithium phosphate technology. Remote update and diagnosis is possible when you use our inverter, as everything will be controlled from the inverter. Then it's largely scalable. As you can see, you can put up to 15 units, giving you 75 kilowatt hours. In terms of how it looks like, you can see that those are the dimensions on the left. Then it also has the hanger. Then it has the ports both for power and communication. In terms of technical parameters, we already mentioned that low voltage. Therefore, we expect 51.2 volts out of it. It does use CAN communication. And in terms of life cycles, it's over 5,000 live cycles. This is just a quick go through on in case you're doing the installation for the battery. It does come with the hanger, which we will see as we unbox. And with the hanger, you're able to put it as a bracket. Therefore, you can stack them on top of each other. As you stack them, the maximum you can do is up to 6 batteries. This is mainly because of the weight, as one battery is almost over 40 kilograms. So in order so that it does not crash the bottom one, it's recommended to put a maximum of 6. So in case you're doing the 15, you'll have one tower with 6, second tower with 6, and then the final tower with 3 batteries. In terms of how to install, this is the recommended spacing. You can see between the inverters, it's recommended about a meter from each other. This is if you're doing a parallel system. Then for the batteries, it's between 300 to 600 millimeters between the towers. Quickly going to our wiring diagram, you can see from here, just a moment. So looking at our ports for power, we have our AC input over here. Then you have your generator input. You have your AC output over here. Then for panels, you have one MPPT, but 2 strings. You have your battery terminals over there, whether lead acid or lithium. You have your dongle. Then finally, if you want to do a dry contact, you can be able to do for the generator and also for the load control. You also have the port to do temperature sensing for the lead acid batteries. And for the lithium ion, we have the BMS port. We also have the USB OTG port, where you can be able to do Wi-Fi updates on site. Next, we'll be looking at paralleling. For paralleling, the sequence is the same as a single inverter. The main difference will be that in case you're using the lithium, we would propose that you use a common bus bar for all the inverters. As you can see here, we have 3 inverters. Then if you can quickly check here on the deep switches, you can see that on the master, which is the first inverter, it is on. On the middle inverter, it is off. And then on the final inverter, it's on. Therefore, in case you had 2 inverters, that means both of them will be on. So for the first and last inverter, on. The other difference will just be the paralleling cable, which is normally a Cat6 cable, going from the master, the first slave, then from the first slave to the second slave. So that's it on. Then just also a quick one on how you'll be doing the configuration using our quick settings. For settings, we normally use an app called SolarGo. So once you are in SolarGo, you'll just go to the settings page down here, number 1. Then you will see quick settings. When you're in quick settings, it will ask for a password. Our default password is normally GoodWe 2010. From there, you will you'll choose your safety code, which is similar to the grid code. For our region, mostly we use the 50 Hertz default. Therefore, if you're doing that, you'll tap where it's written warehouse. You'll be guided to a different page where you'll see others, then 50 Hertz default. Then the second step will be to choose whether you have a battery or not. So in our scenario, we have our battery. So we'll go to battery connect setting. Then after that, you choose your battery type. Like for the Lynx AG1, it's the LXA. You can see one of this. So like if I'm to use this as an example, this is in case you're using 3 batteries. So it's the LXA 5.0-10, then times 3. That is if I had 15 kilowatt of storage. And the final step is to choose your work mode. So here, most of the time you'll be using self-use mode, where the first priority is PV, then battery, then finally the grid. And with that is a quick demonstration on what we will be going through on the live demonstration. So before we go there, I'd like to welcome back Hilary so that you can complete on what TSL has to offer.
So, as I was mentioning earlier, we have a wide range of products. I mentioned about the GoodWe inverters, the GoodWe batteries, and now I'm moving on to the roof mounting structures. So we have a complete set of the roof mounting structures, all the way ranging from the aluminum rails. We have the 4.8 meters and the 6 meters, including all its accessories, including the earthing clips, the earthing lugs. We have the mid and end clamps, the L-fit for mounting the aluminum rails. We have the splice kit or the rail splice. We also have the tile hook for those who are using tile hooks. So literally we have a complete set of the roof mounting structure. So that was just a quick one about TSL and what we offer. I'll now hand over back to Elvis so that we can continue with the rest of the presentation. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Hilary. For my last bit, before we go to the live demonstration, I will just be going through some of the case references. So here is an installation in Ghana where we had a 6 kilowatt, the EO, with 10 kilowatt hour. So you can see two batteries. Then next again is in Ghana, where 6 kilowatt, but with 20 kilowatt hours, therefore 4 batteries. And as you can see, the brackets are being used to stack the batteries on top of each other. So therefore you will not need to buy an extra accessory for stacking. This is an installation here in Kenya where just a single inverter and a single battery. Then we also have this single inverter. This is in Kisumu, Kenya, where we have a single inverter and 2 batteries. Another one, single inverter, 2 batteries. At this point, we'd like to now go into the live demonstration. Okay, so at this point, we will just doing the unboxing. This is the inverter, so that we show you what comes in the box. So here you have your here you have this is the thermal sensor for the lead acid battery. Then you have some of the accessories for mounting. Inverter. With the inverter, we have suitable accessories here in the box. So you can see it comes standard with the dongle. Then you have your screwdrivers. You have this. And also you have your cable lug. So this comes standard with every inverter to enable you to do installation more quickly. Second thing, the battery. We have the battery over here. Okay. So second thing, we have the battery. So as you can see here, this is the links A. You have the standard brackets. We are able to do the mounting and also the stacking on top of each other. You also have, you have your cable ducts. You have your terminal resistor for the last battery in your stack. Then here is the battery. So this links A G1 5 kilowatt. Okay, so with that we've finished our unboxing. Next thing is that we will be going to the live demonstration to show you what we've been able to assemble. So over here, first we'll start from this side. We have 5 panels just mounted on the wall for presentation purposes. We have, this is Astro Energy, 575 watts. Then we have the EO inverter, 6 kilowatt. It's not powered on yet, we'll power it on together. Then down here, we have a single battery, the 5 kilowatt, links A G1. So to power it on, I will just start with the AC bit. AC. Also put the AC to the inverter. Yeah, so it's gone on. Next, I will power on the battery. So I'll put on the PV. So in terms of presentation, so we put our battery directly into the port in there, okay, because it's already on. I cannot remove the cover, but is firing on. Okay, so we'll just be able to show you how it works. You can see we have our panel showing over here. So this is the amperage. If you go down, we're able to see the voltage of the, right now we're getting about 60, it's varying because you're in a room, but up to 180 volts for the panels. Then on our battery, it's at 53.3 volts. Then this is on our output. We have 235 volts. Okay. Then after that, we have our load over here. For our current load, we have the following fans. So I would like to, is it possible to? So I would like to show you how to be able to access the inverter itself. So the dongle here is able to transmit a Bluetooth signal. So here, the only thing I need to do is open my Bluetooth on the phone. And then as you can see here, you're able to get, if you can check here, the serial number W026, comparing it to what we have here, W026. So the last four digits should correspond to what you're seeing on the SolarGo app. So next, I will tap on it. Then I will enter the password. So the password, GoodWe 2010. There. Then I can just remember. So you can see that right now it's on grid. We already put on the grid. Then we can see something different from the PV. You can see the battery status is normal. So as I was showing you on the slides, how to quickly commission it. So you go to settings over there. Then we go to quick settings. Then I'll put in the password again, GoodWe 2010. GoodWe 2010. Login. Then as I was mentioning, normally when the inverter comes directly from the factory, normally here it's written warehouse. But for purposes of presentation, you will tap where it was written warehouse, then go down here where you will see others. Then you will choose 50 Hertz default, then click on save. Next, once that is done, you can hear the inverter clicking. Then go to back. So we've already chosen our grid code. Next, here we have either battery connected or not connected battery. So you choose battery connected, successful. Next. Then here we have one battery. Therefore, I will look for LXA 5.0-10 times 1. Then I will choose it. If you can see this, then the inverter has been able to communicate correctly with the battery. Okay, then let's go to the next step. So here you have the self-use mode, but under self-use mode, you have other settings. So you have backup mode. Backup mode is if you want the PV to be your backup. And under backup mode, then you can choose if you want to charge from grid. Then you also have the time of use mode, where you can choose when to charge and discharge your battery. So for us, we want the original self-use mode, where PV is the priority, then battery, then finally the grid. So I will switch off backup mode, go back, then next. And with that, we'll say this is our first installation. And with that, you're done with commissioning. After that, most of the settings is normally just come here. Ensure that your battery wake up is on so that it can be able to wake up the battery in case these battery drains. And also make sure your backup is back on. Then also a very important setting when you're doing your commissioning is of course on the battery, setting how low or it should drain before it stops discharging. So for that to be on advanced settings, then come to battery function, then you will come to limit protection. So for this, the SOC protection is on, which is okay, so that when it reaches the limit set, you're able to stop discharging from the battery in order to protect your battery. Then next, you can see the depth of discharge on grid. So when the grid is on, it will discharge 90%. Therefore, on your battery or on your SolarGo, you will see it will drain up to 10%. Then backup SOC holding. What this means is that in case you have bad weather days and your battery has already drained to the minimum, which is 10%, it can trickle charge from the grid to maintain it at 10%. So that the day when you have the best weather, you now continue charging from the grid, from the PV, sorry. Then we have our off-grid mode, depth of discharge, also at 90%, which is okay. Then off-grid SOC recovery. What this means, this is at 20%. What this means is in case my battery has drained to the 10% that I set, it should only start discharging once the battery has charged to 20%. So those are the most important settings when you're doing your commissioning. Then next now we will try and put, also if you want to check your parameters, just to confirm that everything is okay, you can see here, we can see on our PV, the voltage, then also on our output current, that is on the AC side, it's 234 volts. On our backup port, we also have around 233 volts. That's on the backup port, on the output. Then also on the battery, you can see it's the GoodWe battery, the Lynx AG1. It's the state of health is at 100. The state of charge is at 25%. So going back to home, I would like to now switch on the loads, which are two fans. Then we can be able to monitor it here. So looking also on our solar go, you can see our loads are consuming almost, they are very low. So it's around 50 watts. But that's basically it on the commissioning. As you can see, it's very easy. And you can see also the installation works is not something that can be done on short notice. And also the same can be reflected here. You can see the amperage going to the load here at the bottom. So for GoodWe, I think you can see it's very easy. Once you're done with that, what normally happens is that you can now be able now to go to the next step, which is now on remote monitoring. For remote monitoring, use Sense, so that we will try and now register the plant. I think I saw a question on which app do we use for remote monitoring. So we will now do the next step. Once we've completed the installation, now the next step is on remote monitoring. So for remote monitoring, as you can see, this is SEMS. We have the new SEMS Plus, which we encourage you to download. So this account is already active, and I will just first log out so that I can show you something. So this is the page that you will come to when you first open SEMS. So for those who still do not have a SEMS account and you are installers, it's very easy to register. Just simply come here to register. Then you choose your dealer or installer. Then you'll fill in all these details and you'll be able to get a SEMS installer account. So it's that easy. You can do it on your phone, and also we have a web version for it. So just give me a second. I would like to log in back again. Just one moment. All right, so I'm just using my own GoodWe account for the purposes of demonstration. So in case, of course, when you register as a new user, you will not have all these plants. So first thing, you want to create your own plant. So you can see the plus up here. So you click on that. Then now I'll put the owner's email address if I have the owner's email address. So it's not a mandatory one. So next I'll put the station name. I can name it as, let's put it as demo. Info. For station address, you just tap on this. Then using Google Maps, it will, you can be able to search. You can just search for maybe Nairobi. Then it also autofills your time zone. Then for station category, you have several options. Residential PV is the one without storage. Then you have the C&I utility. For in our case, we'll be using the residential storage. Then for currency, it has taken our local currency, which is the Kenyan shillings. Then for PV installed is about, let's say about 2 kilowatts. Then for our battery capacity is 5 kilowatt hours. Number of modules is about is 5. So battery capacity 5, modules also 5. Then the rate of revenue, this is also optional. This is what is the cost of power in your region, so that you can be able to know if I produce 1 kilowatt hour using PV, how much is it that I have saved. So I'll put maybe approximately 25 Kenyan shillings. Then I can you can choose to add a photo. For now, I will skip it. Then I will save and continue. After that, now the next step is to add the device. So there are 2 methods to adding the device. You can either scan or you can input the serial number directly. So I will try to scan. Sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not. Just a moment. Yeah. So as you can see, I scanned and it was able to capture all the details of the inverter. So the device serial number, the device name, the serial number. Then we also have the check code, which is normally just below the barcode. Then we click on done. So with that, our plant is created. But there's one thing that before you leave site, even if you've created a plant, that should happen. And that is that you should be able to connect your dongle to your local router. So we will be going through that step just right now. So I will now open SolarGo, and then we will be able to connect our dongle to our local router. So then again, we'll just repeat the procedure of connecting to the phone, to the dongle. So we can see our serial number down there. Tap on it, log in. So everything is there. Then we'll go to settings, then go to communication settings. Then you will go to WLAN/LAN. So as you can see here, you can be able to access the internet. Either we have a LAN port at the bottom, but there's also a Wi-Fi capability for it. So for now, I'll use the wireless LAN. So I will put this on. Then now I should be able now to input my Wi-Fi details. I'll try now to fast scan if possible. So it will try to find the Wi-Fi signals that are close by. So let me just confirm that the Wi-Fi is on and so I can try it. So I'm not saying what I was looking for. Maybe try and restart again. Okay, so I will use this. For the password, it's mask character system. So just read it for me. So it's GG. So just give us a second as we enter the password, then we'll continue. So, so where we were, so I've taken the Wi-Fi, then I've put the password, then I will click on save. So it's trying to connect to that local Wi-Fi. And so it's been successful to connect to the router. So it's checking if it now connects to the server, the GoodWe server. So you can see the process has been successful. And also if you are checking it very well, you can see that on the dongle, this light was blinking before, and now it is stable. Also, if you check on the screen, you can see there's the cloud sign here, just below the Bluetooth, showing that it is now connected to the cloud. So those are the two things to check out for if you are, I think something has happened to the router, because now you can see it's blinking. But once it's stable, and you can see up there also it's stable, then you know that you are connected online. With that, I think we are done with what you are showing on the presentation side. Then we'll just give a few minutes so that you can be able to check if there are any questions on the chat. Thank you. Just give us a second. Okay. Since there's no question, I'd like to, on behalf of GoodWe and also TSL, our partner, I'd like to thank you all. We have over 40 participants at the moment. So I'd like to thank you for giving us this hour of your time. And we hope you can be able to reach out for more inquiries. And in case you have any technical questions, GoodWe is ready to assist. Final question, I see a question from Jamil. Yes, we do have distributors in Nigeria. I believe one of them should be Components. So you can reach out to them. Thank you, and have yourself a good day. We will share our contacts. Then in case you have any further inquiries, please feel free.